Hello. So today we're going to look at multiplication. I'm going to have you fill out this multiplication chart in just a minute. But first I want to just kind of go over, what is multiplication? So we have this right here, 3 times 4. That's basically saying there's 3 groups of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 times 4. When we're filling out a multiplication chart, this is just adding that same number. So 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 3, 4, 5, 6 times 1 is 6, 7 times 1 is 7, 8 times 1 is 8, 9 times 1 is 9, 10 times 1 is 10, 11 times 1 is 11, 12 times 1 is 12. And then counting by twos, right? But times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. But you can just count. Plus 2 more is 6. 6 plus 2 more is 8. 8 plus 2 more is 10, 12, 14. So when you get to the bigger numbers, if it's ones that you don't know, you can really just continue to add. Like for example, 7 times 1 is 7 plus 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, right? So what I want you to do is go ahead and fill this chart out. Press pause and then come back to me. Okay, I completed almost all of my chart, but I held off because I wanted to show you 9s, just in case you didn't realize how cool 9s are. If you take the number 9 and you go like this, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then start back. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It completely works out. Isn't that the coolest? 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. 3, 27. All of the digits each add up to 9. It doesn't work for these down here, but you can just go ahead and add those in. So make sure your chart is complete. So see, just to make sure that you guys are aware of how to use this. So if you were to go 7 times 8, you see where those meet. Your answer would be 56, right? 4 times 4, answer 16. Okay, so then you could use this as a division chart too, which we will be talking about next week. So if I said 12 divided by 48, I want to see what column the 48's in. It's in the 4. Okay. Clear those out. And then let's move on. So make sure that your chart is complete. So 3 times 4. So I had already showed you it's 3 groups of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Equals 12. 2 times 3. That's saying 2 groups of 3. If you want a visual, 1, 2, 3, there's one group. 1, 2, 3, 2 groups. Count them all up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. 4 times 5, you could count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oops, that was times 5. 5, 10, 15, 20. 6 times 7. If you didn't know what that was, you can look up at your chart to see 6 times 7 equals 42. 8 times 8, this one's my favorite. My grandma taught it to me, and so it always sticks in my head. 8 times 8 fell on the floor. When I picked it up, it was 64. 9 times 3, you could do this. Right, so we have our whole thing, 4, 5, 6. This is 9, 8, 7, 6. So times 3, this is times 1, times 2, times 3. 5 times 10, 50. So hopefully you're very familiar with your multiplication facts, but if not, please do brush up on them. Just a couple rules. Anything times 0 equals 0. Any number times 1 equals that same number. Okay, so if you had, let's do examples. 9 times 0 is equal to 0. Any number times 1, so if you had 152 times 1 equals 152. I also do want to just make note that, I'm using the multiplication sign, but other ways of multiplying could be a dot, or it could use parentheses where we have 152 times 2. Okay, any of those all mean multiplication. Product also means multiplication. So there's two ways to multiply double digits. The first way is you take this first number, you go 5 times 3 is 15, put the 5, carry the 1. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. And then this next number, the 4, is in the 10 spot, so we want to start in the 10 spot, so we're going to put a placeholder. 4 times 3 is 12, carry the 1. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Add that up. 5, 3, 9 plus 1 is 10. So the other way of doing it is if you break it apart into boxes. So this is saying 23, 20 plus 3 times 40 plus 5. So we go 20 times 40, 2 times 4 is 8, add 2 zeros. 40 times 3, 4 times 3 is 12, plus the extra 0 is 120. 20 times 5 is 100. 3 times 5 is 15. So then we want to add all of those up. So what I usually do is I'll go 800 plus 120 plus 100 plus 15. It's 5. 2 plus 1 is 3. 8, 9, 10. We got the same answer, two different ways to do it. So you decide what way seems easier for you. We have a couple more examples here. So let's try this one again together. So we go 2 times 8, then 2 times 6. 2 times 8 is 16, carry the 1. 2 times 6 is 12, plus 1 is 13. This is in the tens place. So we are going to put a place value of 0 in the ones place. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 6 is 6. Add those together. 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Carry the 1. 7, 8. 8, 16. If we have it set up in our squares, 60 plus 8, so 68 times 10 plus 2 is 12. 60 times 10 is 600. 8 times 10 is 80. 60 times 2 is 120. 8 times 2 is 16. Add them all together. 600 plus 120 plus 80 plus 16. We have 6, 10, 11, 7, 8, 8, 16. Go ahead and press pause and try to do the last one on your own. If you got 1,462, you were correct. Be sure to show your work on your homework sheet. I do not want you using a calculator. Please try to use your skills in multiplication so you know how to do this. Either way is okay, whatever one you prefer.